When you and Madonna left the American, was it the American Music Awards? What happened? You can tell me. Think of me as a dear, sweet aunt that only wants your best. What happened?
You can keep it a secret, right?
Who am I going to tell? We're a little show.
Oh, okay.
Actually, to tell you the truth, Joan, I had done some other shows, arts and entertainment, and I want to wear something.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I have never worn these. They are junk, but they are. I've never worn them before.
But they look great.
Or any of this. This I wore. I did wear this on Oprah, but with a different jacket and everything.
I assume, because we know each other, I assume they're women in your life.
Yeah.
Do you know...
Carry a big stick, if you know what I mean. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Did Florence carry on with her son, Puff Puff? Did she take off that apron and switch it for a nightgown and call him into the set? She's my very good friend, Florence, so it's all right.
Only when she was sober.
And everything was great, you know, until the censor comes on the set, who's like this 7,000-pound teamster in a mini dress. And, yeah, right. So, she says, hey, Judy, you can't say power tool. You can't say power tool. You know, like I was even thinking of it. Hey, you know, no. She said, wait, she says, you can't say power tool. It's offensive to middle America. Yeah, it's offensive. Meanwhile, they keep showing these commercials about feminine plumbing products. Right? No, you know, no, really. Yeah, wait, I gotta show them. You know, where the mother and daughter are on a swing in the woods. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, I almost did that with my mom. They're on a swing in the woods, and the daughter says, oh, Mom, now that I'm in college, I don't feel so fresh.
Because you're dating now.
Who said I was dating?
Well, I hope you're single.
Who said I was dating?
You're not dating?
Well, who said I was dating?
Well,
yeah.
6 sailors. They can... Oh, because wait till you start dating. I mean, to ask a man who's 58 years old, where'd you go to college? You might as well order like a major dinner. That's not because...
I was out with a man who was 58 years old recently, a very wonderful man.
Is he single?
Yes. His name is Donald Douglas Torrey, and he's wonderful, and he's sort of this health food guy. And he's wonderful.
I'm dancing with this guy, and he is too sharp. I mean, too sharp. And things are warming up and getting a little hotter. And all of a sudden he says, I think I'd better leave. Okay. And later I hear he tells his friend, who was a mutual friend, I'm dancing with this lady, and I'm digging her, and I'm into her, and all of a sudden I get a vision of respect in my mind and natural wonder. And he panicked, and he left.
Did your mother begin to weep at the table and go, there are no grandchildren, there are no grandchildren?
No,
There's got to be pressure on one of you to get married.
There was a lot of pressure on me to get married, but not from my parents, you know.
Why no love life? Or is it, or do you want to keep it very private? I'll leave you alone. If you
Well, I'm respecting your request to keep us a secret.
All right, God. What about marriage? Are you more... Well, no, not between us.
You almost had the water on you.
That would break your heart. Are you going to wear white?
Yes.
Isn't that, is it your first marriage?
Yes, it is.
Oh, so that's very nice. This is what, your 5th?
This would be fun.
I go through periods where I'm terribly lonely. I mean, I can't say I'm thrilled with my life. I thank you, God, for giving me back so much. My daughter's fine. I have no complaints, right? But every once in a while I think, oh, wouldn't it be nice to share this with somebody, to share that with somebody?
I would love that.
You know, that's what I meant.
Except my feeling is, I live in my house, and I like my space, and I like to go to sleep when I want to go to sleep, and I like to turn on the television or read when I want to read. So if I ever got married again, he would have to live next door.
Will you marry me? I feel exactly the same way. What makes you think this one's going to work with the last two were quickies and didn't?
Well, I don't think about it much, you know. I figure if it works, great. If it doesn't, we'll try it again.
So why get married?
Well, because I like the performance of the ceremony.
All right. What do you do with the ladies? Because they must be all over you all the time. How do your wives deal with this? No, you've got this real macho, strong, terrific male image.
Well, I take advantage of it, Joan.
There's got to have been some romance somewhere. You can't say no for 40 years. Somewhere along the line, you had to have a little extra fling that we all understand looking back was very beautiful. And could you name names? Is it true about Milton Berle? In the book you mentioned that he really was very well endowed.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, he had a lot from here down. From here down, I need makeup.
I would never imagine that people talk like this on television. In person, if you said to a person, did you have sex yesterday, the day before, they would say, who the hell are you to ask me? But on television, for 40 million people, yeah, this one I did make love to, this one. This one I almost make love to. This one was better. This one was worse. This one I'm waiting for. I have to get to the show because this is a very dirty show, I'll be honest with you.
The interview I got upset at that she went after was Rob Lowe right after the tapes came out.
Oh, that's true.
And we were first with the tapes, so I got very upset. But
I had met him before.
Yes.
So I thought I had an in.
I'm not even going to ask if you dated him.
Oh, no. He's really young. Johnny's about, what, 20 years younger than I am.
Yeah, but you look great.
Oh, thanks. Not that great.
Cher is dating a fetus. I mean, we all...
Can explain a successful marriage.
Let's
First,
hear it.
you need a basic commitment. You need a
Right.
certain tolerance. You need an understanding, a capacity to forgive and go on to the next problem. The main thing you need is a perfect husband, and I happen to be a perfect husband.
If you had slept with every woman they claimed you slept with...
I'd be dead. One way or the other.
With a
Either
big-
from whatever or
with
from
a big
whatever.
smile on your face, though.
Perhaps happy. happy but dead.
But you did fool around a little bit, seriously. I mean, I didn't mean to... You
don't really believe that.
You brought this up.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah,
No,
oh,
you
yes.
brought it up, but you don't really believe it.
Oh, of course, you had to. Come on.
Do you think I fooled him?
Did you ever get any good gifts from him? What are you walking away from?
John, you're so bad. You're so bad.
Well,
yeah, I have a great campaign
Did he
going.
give you
I have
jewelry?
jeans.
No, I mean, seriously. If I was going out with a man that rich, I would expect...
What would you do?
I would expect under the pillows, I'd be stripping the bed every night.
What is this? You're doing pretty well, though, I think.
This would be
Independent
real
women.
if I had slept with Donald Trump. Are you worried? Are you scared to commit again?
I'm on guard a little bit. I think it takes a little of the healing period, and then, as they say, you have to kiss many frogs before you meet Prince Charming. So I'm taking my time.
Because I signed an income tax return, have you ever heard of a woman going to jail for 4 years, $25 million bail? I'm very dangerous. Dahmer, who cut up people, got $1 million bail, and they raised it to 5 the next day because they found 7 more bodies chopped up. I didn't chop anybody's body up.
Well, they haven't looked at all the hotels yet, but in theory... Go to jail. That's what worries
Well,
me.
my lawyer found out last night. The judge, who of course never does his homework because he had makeup on and wanted to look good on television, he said that I have to make a psychiatric, I don't know how you say it in English. They have to check up if I'm normal or insane.
You'll
I was
serve.
never normal.
You'll never go to jail then. This is wonderful,
That's
Pete.
it.
She said, because she is a kick. Now, Josh, that... Yeah, come on, that's a kick. You've all had a good laugh out of it.
Which is as much you know when he pulls me out of my car and he tells me to go spread eagle. We came by boat. And I remember seeing the Statue of Liberty and saying, oh my goodness gracious. This country is run by a woman.
China was donated by a foundation. And finally they called and said, we think Mrs. Reagan's getting a bum rap on this. And they wanted to be anonymous. So they came out and said, but nobody ever, to this day, I still hear, when you bought the china, I did not buy the china.
Did you take some with you as a souvenir?
No.
I don't know. I don't mean without knowing. No. When you were in the White House, did you like it? I was reading where Pat Nixon said she was very unhappy in the White House, and Nancy Reagan was happy. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I thought it was the most exciting time in my life in many ways. The privilege of being First Lady and having, you know, sleeping with the president isn't so bad.
You know it's bad when the president of the United States says your act sucks.
Can you imagine? I was laughing when I thought, here's Roseanne, she's home going, oh, Tom, why did I do that? And you turn on CNN and the president's saying, and I thought that was the president!
That's exactly what I did. And it made me so mad, too, because it was like, you know, now I look back and it's like one day before the big war started, and right after his son ripped off every old lady in the country.
TV Guide had me down 2 weeks ago. It was one of the 8th richest women in television. They called me about that the day I was selling my house to pay for my New York apartment. I'm not starving, but I couldn't have both. And I was crying because I lived in that house 21 years. I said, you got the wrong person. I wouldn't sell my house quick. But, you know, I am doing okay, but I've got to work or it's all over. Are you rich from records or are you just okay?
I'm rich.
Now that you're bringing it out, I think it...
I didn't realize where I was opening.
But I think I've closed it off too long.
Mr. Howard Stern.